Good morning, friends. Welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Suril Kumar M. Hosmani, Assistant Professor of Mathematics at Rani Chennamma University, Belagavi. So this is my seventh video lecture for domination number. And in my last four video lectures, I have proved bounds for domination number. Okay, and this is the last lecture which is related to bounds for domination number. So I have discussed bounds for domination in terms of maximum degree, minimum degree, and connectedness, and some other parameters like diameter. Okay, so today we shall discuss some more bounds for domination number in terms of some other graph theoretical parameters. Okay, so here, so this is the bound which I have proved in my last lecture. That is, uh, this is a lower bound for domination number in terms of diameter of a given graph G. Okay, so this is I have proved in my previous lecture. So here, this bound says that for any connected graph G, ceiling function diameter of G plus 1 upon 3 is less than or equal to domination number. And next one is theorem 2 says for any graph G, domination number is less than or equal to floor function n by 3. And this bound holds good if G must be connected graph and which is claw free. Okay, so here they have used the term claw free. Okay, so claw free means a graph should be K13 free graph. Okay, so K13 free graph means, for example, suppose if I consider this graph, so this is graph G on 4 vertices. Okay, and this graph is not a claw free. Suppose if I take induced subgraph of these 4 vertices, okay, and I will get again G as it is. Okay, suppose if I consider this graph, okay, so here if I consider only induced subgraph of these 4 vertices, then I will get a K13, so which is called claw. So this graph, so here this term says if G is connected in claw free graph, okay, so G should not contain K13 as an induced subgraph. Okay, induced subgraph. If given connected graph is free from K13, then for such graphs domination number is less than or equal to n by 3. Okay, so here we have used floor function. So next bound is for any graph G, we have domination number is less than or equal to n minus vertex connectivity of a graph. Okay, so here n is number of vertices and here vertex connectivity. It's a new word, so we have not used in my previous lectures. So first we have to discuss what is vertex connectivity. So vertex connectivity means removal of vertex, removal of minimum number of vertices results in a disconnected graph. Okay, so here consider this graph. If I remove this vertex, then graph will be still, it is connected. Okay, suppose again if I remove this vertex, again graph will be connected. So in same way, suppose if I remove this vertex, then also graph will be connected because I will get a P4 here. Okay, so next thing, suppose if I remove this vertex, then my graph will be like this. So here you can see that we got two components. So this is component 1 C1 and this is second component C2. So clearly which is a disconnected graph. Okay, therefore vertex connectivity of this graph is 1 here. So vertex connectivity means minimum number of vertices result where removal of minimum number of vertices results in a disconnected graph. Okay. So therefore vertex connectivity of this graph is 1. So here our third theorem says that domination number is less than or equal to number of vertices minus its vertex connectivity. Number of vertices minus its vertex connectivity. Here in this graph you can see that n is equal to 5 vertices are there, and vertex connectivity is 1. You can see domination number. So domination number of this graph is 2. You have to consider only these two vertices. So domination number is 2. So 5 minus 1, 4. So clearly 2 is less than 4. Okay. So here we have expressed upper bound for domination number in terms of number of order and connectivity, vertex connectivity. Okay. So this is my third bound. So next one. So here next we're considering upper bound for domination number in terms of minimum degree. Okay. So here theorem 4 says for any graph G we have domination number is less than or equal to its minimum degree if G has diameter 2. Okay. So in other words, for any connected graph, domination number is less than or equal to minimum degree if diameter of that graph is 2. Suppose G is any connected graph with diameter 2. G is any connected graph with diameter 2, then domination number of that graph is less than or equal to minimum degree. For example, consider this graph. C4. So diameter of this graph is 2 here. And the minimum degree of this graph is also 2. And you can see that any pair of vertices will form a minimal dominating set here. Therefore, domination number of this graph is also 2. So here for C4, equality holds good here. Domination number of G is equal to minimum degree. Okay. There are some other graphs where equality does not hold good. Okay. For example, if I consider K4 or K4 minus X. Okay. So this is K4. So domination number of this graph is 1. And obviously diameter of this graph is also 1. But minimum degree of this graph is 3 here. So here in this case, domination number of G is strictly less than its minimum degree. Okay. So in general, for any connected graph G with diameter is equal to 2, less than or equal to domination number is less than or equal to minimum degree. So next one. So here this is lower bound for domination number. So for any graph G, we have minimum degree is less than or equal to domination number if girth of that graph is greater than or equal to 5. So this is a new word we have not used in my previous lecture. So girth means length of a shortest cycle here. Length of a shortest cycle. Okay. So here next we have obtained bounds, so which is related to minimum degree and girth. That is, for example, so here for this graph, length of shortest cycle, there is only one cycle C3 and length of that cycle is 3. Therefore girth of this graph is 3 here. Okay. Suppose if I consider this graph, there is three cycles, this one, and again shortest cycle is C3 only. Okay. In general, girth of Cn is equal to n. Okay. So here my fifth theorem says that minimum degree is less than or equal to domination number if girth is greater than or equal to 5. Means length of shortest cycle must be greater than or equal to 5. For example, consider this graph. Okay. So this is a graph, and minimum degree of this graph is, so minimum degree is 1 here, and domination number of this graph is 1, 2, and 3. So domination number is 3, and you can see length of shortest cycle here. So girth of this graph is 5. Okay. So here clearly, in this case, domination number is strictly less than 3 here. Okay. So this is a theorem where which relates domination number and girth of a given graph with a minimum degree. Okay. So the minimum degree and girth of a graph are different graph theoretical parameters. So which relates domination number. Okay. So my next one. Okay. So again, same thing here. A maximum degree is less than or equal to domination number if minimum degree is greater than or equal to, and girth of that graph is greater than or equal to 7. Means here you have to consider graph with length of shortest cycle is minimum 7. Okay. In that case, maximum degree of that graph is less than or equal to domination number. Okay. Next one. Domination number of a graph is less than or equal to 3 if G is a planar graph and diameter of that graph is 2. You can see that there is two graph theoretical parameters. So first one is planar and second one is diameter. Okay. So first look at the definition of a planar graph. A graph is said to be planar graph if G does not contain K5 or K33 as a subgraph. Okay. For example, consider this graph. This is my graph G. You can see that this graph containing K5 as a subgraph, okay, which will be induced subgraph. In this case, G is not a planar graph, okay. And one more thing, suppose same thing if G containing K33 as an induced subgraph. So this is a graph K33. It's a complete bipartite graph on 6 vertices. Okay. So this is graph K33. If a graph is free from K5 and K33, that graph is called planar graph, and the diameter of such a planar graph must be 2. Suppose G is planar graph, that is G is free from K5 and K33, and diameter of that graph is equal to 2. In that case, domination number of such graph is less than or equal to 3. Okay. So in my previous examples, or all our planar graphs I have considered, you can see that domination number of those graphs are 3, less than or equal to 3. So next one. So again here, suppose G is a planar graph with diameter 3, then in that case domination number is less than or equal to 10. Okay. So next one. So here next concept is outer planar and diameter. So outer planar means a graph must be free from K4 or K23. Okay, this is my K4. K23 is this one. A graph is free from K4 and K23, and that graph is called outer planar graph. Okay, the graph is outer planar and with the diameter equal to 2. In that case, domination number is less than or equal to 2 here. Okay, these are the bonds which I have considered. I have not proved any bonds in this lecture. Okay, if you need proof of these bonds, you can write to me in the given comment box. Okay, thank you very much.